Yeah. Isn't it funny how a day pans out?
G'day, I'm Gavin Hurley and welcome to another episode of On The Fly. Today we're in magnificent New Zealand. We've had a bit of rain unfortunately, which has dirtied up the rivers, so we found a spring creek which is very clear, and this holds quite a few good sized trout, and they'll take dry flies as well, which makes it pretty exciting fishing. So with a bit of luck, I've got Daryl Paskell with me, one of the great guides of New Zealand, and we should be able to tip a few of these trout taking our flies. So sit back and relax. I hope you enjoy the show.
Gavin was spending a day with good friend and colleague Daryl Paskell. The two have worked together for a number of years, showing others the true potential of the Southland region of New Zealand's South Island.
Well, we're just at the Spring Creek, and just looking up here, there's quite a good mayfly hatch, and we can see, pretty hard to see on the camera, but there's about 3 or 4 fish rising in a row. So obviously you start at the one closest to you and either catch it or spook it, and then go on to the next one. So we'll have a go at ones just near these tussocks and work our way upstream here as well, and hopefully we can hook up and show you a lovely New Zealand brown trout.
Fishing the same spring creek the guys fished in last week's episode of On The Fly in difficult overcast conditions, this was a markedly better day, and with the sun out and from their high position, it didn't take them long to spot a nice fish. It shows little movement but then rises to take an emerging mayfly before returning to its shallow lie. Daryl was taking the shot at the first fish of the day, and as you would expect from a New Zealand fly fishing guide, his second cast was right on the spot. The fish rises to take his emerger pattern and rejects it at the last heart-stopping moment.
He went and had a look.
When slowed down, the picture is clearer. Just as the fish is about to intercept the fly line catches a faster current, causing the dry to skate unnaturally across the surface, and emphasises the need for a drag-free or dead drift. The fish remained in its position, but was aware that something wasn't quite right and stopped feeding altogether, signalling the time to move on.
And off.
A lot of fun, that one.
I was. He didn't like that hook in his mouth, that one. And I guess that what can happen, you know, in a place like this, you're dealing with pretty big fish, a lot of weed. You've got to use small flies, and you've got to try and contain them. And sometimes you can lose a few fish, Daryl.
Sure can. Of course, there's a wire just to add to excitement going right across the river too.
The electric fence over there as well goes across. So yeah, Interesting. But as we always say, you know, even to hook up to get him to take that fly is what it's really all about. So we particularly say that once we lose the fish. That,
pretty much right high all the time. You
exactly.
know? Got to keep him from going underneath the weeds.
Yep. And that what would be when you do hook a fish like in here, it is to keep a high rod?
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you can see, you know, there's a lot of weed here, and you just got to keep diving underneath that weed. Once a weed ball gets on your tippet or your leader, it adds considerably to the weight of the fish, you know.
Yep.
And then on a small fly, can just pop it quite easily.
Yep. Now everybody sitting at home is pretty keen to see some of these fish up a little bit closer. Can you hang on to them next time?
I'll do my best, Gav.
Good work.
We're right over now.
So it's just a matter of getting that fly
in the right place.
right in front of him as they move around. Beautiful. Well, that's good. Well, it's, yeah,
Nice
it's
fish.
taken a
Nice
few
colourful.
casts, but you look at that. I mean, they're just all trout are
Beautiful colours.
magnificent. Yeah. We'll get him out of the net and have a look at him in a minute. But there's a bit of pressure on the Kiwi guide because he had a few casts and hadn't kept a hold of him. So he's come through.
It's always a good idea just to put him in the air and keep him in the water. He's got another person's fly on him.
Just look in there. They're quite hard to land with all this weed. I just say there would be a lot of break-offs at times.
Yep. Well, someone's had a crack at him because I'm just about to pull out another person's fly.
There you go. There's $1.50 for you, mate. And you'll be a lot happy.
And we're on a roll.
Very good. I'll take
We
that as well.
we look at emerging nymph.
Very good.
Nice fish.